I'm Mark Tyndall, I'm the Collections and Access Officer here at the Fishing Heritage Centre. I work for North East Lincolnshire Council, and my main duties are I look after our stored collections and the exhibitions, in particular the travelling exhibitions like the Art History of British Surfing, which we've got in here today.
My name is Peter Robinson. I'm the founder of the Surfing Museum. We have a project that is working towards establishing a permanent surfing museum here in the UK. It's the first of its kind anywhere in Europe. And what you see here is about a quarter of our collection, which goes on tour to communities all around the country to raise the profile of our museum project and also to raise money for our fighting fund. Obviously, it's really difficult starting off a museum from scratch, so what we do is we hire this exhibition out to museums all around the country, like this one here at the National Fishing Heritage Centre, and that helps us build funds to create our own permanent museum of British surfing history. The exhibition that we've created here for Grimsby is called An Art History of British Surfing. It's looking at all of the various drawings and artwork and sculptural forms of the boards themselves since people in the West first came across surfing, which is now more than 200 years ago in Hawaii. We've got some of the earliest surfboards currently known to exist in Britain here. They're some of the smallest boards in the exhibition. From the 1930s we have a crest belly board, which would have been ridden lying down, rather like you do with a modern foam boogie board these days. And also next to it from the 20s is quite a remarkable early wakeboard, where people would ride the wake behind a speedboat being towed along. And there are some images next to it showing how it would have been used.
For today's event and for the surfing exhibition as a whole, we've brought in a lot of new stock into the shop. Brought in very specific surfing things, so we've got a lot of surfing jewellery, necklaces, anklets, bracelets, toys, little model VW camper vans and the VW Beetles, all the really iconic sort of surf imagery, and that's what we're trying to say in the shop as well, so people can take a little thing back with them. On a day like today, on a hot day like today, having a good cafe is essential, and that's exactly what we've got here at the Heritage Centre with the Monkey Pig and Pie Cafe, which named for a famous local butcher's shop.
As part of the exhibition, we've come up from Brighton today to give a demonstration of stand-up paddleboarding here in Grimsby Docks. Stand-up paddle actually began in the early 1900s as a way for the Hawaiian beach boys at Waikiki to paddle out on big surfboards using a long paddle, and they'd carry a camera around their neck. It's a very good core body workout because you stand with a parallel stance and you're having to shift your weight with any motion that's in the water beneath you. Balance is the key thing, and balance is actually really much like a muscle of your body. It needs to be exercised all the time for you to be good at it. My favourite board, not only in this exhibition but in the museum's collection of more than 100 British surfboards, is actually one just in the corner here that dates from about 1968. It's at the era where surfboards were starting to go from really big longboards of 10 foot in length down to these shorter ones that were more like 6 or 7 feet in length, and it was called the transition period. And it's great in a number of ways. It's typical of that late 60s hippie era. It's got a full length paisley cloth inlay running over the entire length of the bottom of it. Some amazing sort of James Bond style graphics on the logo. But just to cap it all off, it's an amazing board to ride. I've ridden it for several months at a time, and it's without a doubt one of the best riding boards that we have in the collection, and everyone's very jealous of it.
Temporary shows like this one, the Artist of British Surfing, and also events like the Beach Party Day today. We have those throughout the year. We offer them as an extra to the public to give us that little bit extra to make them come and enjoy the venue.